Skinny Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. And we're here for a good time, not a long time this morning. I greatly appreciate everybody coming through. What's good, brother D Free? Shout out my guy Boxing Matchups and Dwayne Freeman, TWT in the building. Shout out my brother Ray Buck. What's good, Ray Buck? What's good? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Ray. What's good, brother Do? Shout out my guy Just Do sliding through this thing. What's good, Pimp? Queen. What's good? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. What's good? What's good, Quick? But I'm gonna get right into it. I don't want to waste too much time. You know what I mean? I don't want to beat around the bush too much because I want to get what I want to say out, right? And I want y'all to understand. So I'm gonna do my best right now to make sure that I can get an understanding from exactly what I'm saying, right? Now, for 1 second, right? I want you to completely forget about everything that you heard pertaining to Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford leading up into this moment. Shut up. I want you to throw away because for this EP you ain't gonna need it. For this EP, I want you to throw it away. For this EP, I don't want your judge clouded. I don't want your mind on anything else. I don't want you having a predetermined notion or nothing. What I want you to do is I want you to listen to what I'm saying. That's what I want you to do. I want you to listen to what I'm saying right here, right? Now let's stay current. People tell you, right, the motion that's being pushed right now, right, is Terrence Crawford. Is Earl Spence don't want to fight Terrence Crawford. PBC don't want to pay Earl Spence. They don't want to pay Terrence Crawford. PBC don't want to make the deal. Terrence Crawford want to see approved funds. Terrence Crawford want to see proof of funds. So that's basically what's going on, right now. They saying, well, Earl Spence and PBC are being difficult with negotiations and all that good shit, right? You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Okay. So let's not pay attention to what they have been saying for a second, right? Let's pay attention to what Bud Crawford has been saying, right? Let's pay attention to exactly what he has said. Even when Bud Crawford says this fight will happen, what does Bud Crawford say after? Well, I'm already Hall of Fame. I don't really have to do this. I don't need this fight. You know what I mean? I don't really have to do this. I don't need this fight, right? Not the media, not nothing that the media is saying. The media telling you about the contract here, the contract there, the fight dates, and all this shit. Nothing that the media said. Strictly what Terrence Crawford has said. Even when Terrence Crawford tells you that he does want this fight, shortly thereafter, he tells you that he don't necessarily need this fight, right? You know what I mean? So there was a point in time where there was no negotiations at all for this fight, right? Bud was saying, I ain't need this fight. I'm past this fight and all that good shit. And then Bud came out and said, well, no, wait, we are negotiating. We are negotiating. We've been negotiating for a minute. Earl not ducking. I'm not ducking. We both want this fight, right? And then turns Bud Crawford said, right, well, we just working out a couple kinks here and there, and we gonna make the fight happen. Now we've reached a standstill. The standstill now being talked about is the rumored contract negotiations, right? Right. So now what we're saying is that the money won't be there. But let's take a step back for a second. Now, Bud has always told us, even in the same breath, where Terrence Bud Crawford said that, this fight is going to happen. He told us in the same breath that, I'm already Hall of Fame and I really don't need this fight, right? In the same breath where he said that, I want to make this fight happen. In the same breath, he said that I'm already Hall of Fame and I don't need this fight, right? And now, we can't seem to get negotiations going. We can't seem to get a fight off the ground. Now, in the midst of everything that's going on right now, right? Mike Coppinger reporting basically that Terrence Crawford is being mistreated in the situation, right? Oh, Terrence Crawford is being mistreated. Terrence Crawford, just want to see his proof of funds. Terrence Crawford has agreed to all terms, but not all terms, just some terms, but he want to see proof of funds to the terms that he, agreed to and whatnot, right? That's what. Come on. That's what Mike Copy saying. But let's look at what Bud tweeted the other day. Now I put this tweet up here. I got it posted up there. I put this tweet up here for a reason. Bud made a checklist, right? He made a checklist of all the accomplishments of his career, right? I had told you guys earlier, right, that this fight with Earl and Bud is probably not going to happen. I also told you that it's not going to happen for whatever the reason may be, right? For whatever the reason may be. You could say, well, the PBC being unreasonable, right? You could say Bud wanted more money, right? You could say Bud wanted proof of funds, right? You could say, no, you could say a lot of different things, right? You could say a lot of different things, right? But what Bud said was that he don't really gotta have this fight. Bud said, I don't need this fight. This isn't a fight that I necessarily need. Now, Bud came back on Twitter and Bud put out a tweet. What does this sound like? He made a checklist. What does this checklist sound like? And I got 314 up there for a reason. I want y'all to stay with me because I'm getting somewhere. I'm going somewhere with that 314. What does this sound like? It says, y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. Y'all smash that like button for your boy. What's good, Teddy? This is the checklist that Bud posted. He said, world title, check. Unified champ, check. Undisputed champ, check. Three-weight champ, check. Fighter of the year, check. SP award winner, check. Number one fighter in the world, check. Which is an opinion. Number one fighter in the world is that's not a given, right? That's not a given, right? Hall of Fame, question mark. Now, it says Hall of Fame, question mark, right? Terrence Crawford put out a tweet, said Hall of Fame, question mark. And then he said, need I say more? And he dropped the mic. Now, I got this number up here for a reason, right? This number say 314. Could anybody tell me what they think 314 means, right? I got 314 up there. Terrence Crawford just checked off all his boxes except for that Hall of Fame box. And he said, drops mic. He said, drops mic. So what does a mic drop mean? A mic drop mean that it's over, right? Right? A mic drop mean that it's over, right? So he had green checks by all of these other things. Green checks. Hall of Fame, title, 3-division champ, unified champ, all that good shit, right? He got green checks by these, which means that, you know, he's accomplished that. The last thing on his list was Hall of Fame. The last thing on his list was Hall of Fame, and it was a question mark by it, and he said, drops mic. Now, I did a Southern T a while ago where I said, Bud fans don't really listen to him, right? I said, I feel like us as the people, and I'm going to bring my camera, I'm going to roll up, us as the people, right? Us as boxing fans, we want this fight. Us as boxing fans, what's good, Judah? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Judah. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on there, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. Greatly appreciate it. Now, what I said was, we as the boxing fans, we want this fight. We want this fight. We asked for this fight. We've been calling for this fight. But when I say this, people look at me like I'm funny. I say Terrence Crawford really isn't the one who wants this fight. And he literally said, you know, I don't want this fight. He literally said, I don't need this fight. He literally said, I'm already in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? I believe it's the people, it's the public putting pressure on Terrence Crawford to fight this fight, which is why I think Terrence Crawford is being extremely difficult in negotiations. And I asked the question, I put 314 up there. Why y'all think 314 up there? But I'm going to keep going. I'm going to let one of y'all answer that, but I'm going to keep going with what I'm saying. Now, I think that it's the fans who putting the pressure, you know, on Terrence Crawford, which is why I think that all these, excuses, right, or all of these reasons why this fight ain't happening. Oh, PBC being difficult. Terrence Crawford want to see proof of funds. Oh, the money ain't there. Oh, all that. I believe all those, reasons or all those excuses, right? I feel like that's coming up because Terrence Crawford already told us once before, but we really weren't listening to him because we want this fight so bad as the people. What's good, Josh? Boxing, MMA 365. We haven't been listening to Terrence Crawford. We've been not paying attention to what Terrence Crawford had been saying because us as the people want this fight so bad. But Bud Crawford had been telling us, y'all, I really don't want to fight this dude. I'm not going to fight this dude because I just don't have to right now. I don't have to fight him to get into the Hall of Fame, right? Terrence Crawford's goal was to get into the Hall of Fame. He's done that. He's told us multiple times, I don't have to fight Errol Spence to get into the Hall of Fame. I don't have to fight him. I don't need Errol Spence. He said that multiple times. And I'm gonna ask again. I got 314 up there for a reason. Cause somebody tell me what they believe that 314 stands for. You know what I mean? So the media push right now is, slander Errol Spence. It's Errol Spence campaign slander going on. And I'm going to just tell you this right now. Look at some of your favorite YouTubers. Look at some of your favorite YouTubers' titles. When the YouTubers title, a title a certain way, like it's pro Terrence Crawford, right? And then you go into it, and he always telling you the exact opposite or whatever the title say, it's because a lot of these guys, Terrence Crawford has gotten to. A lot of these YouTubers, Terrence Crawford has stumbled upon. And a lot of them are changing their tone because a lot of them are in bed with Bud right now. A lot of them are, maybe they have been slipped a little something to, maybe feel a certain way or put out a certain agenda. That's why when you see certain titles on people's shit, you be like, huh? But I thought he was on Team Earl. I thought he was with the truth. And then you go into the live stream and they telling you, oh, yeah, nah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying this. It's because at surface, they want you to believe that Errol Spence is ducking Bud. They want you to believe that Errol Spence is ducking Bud. So that's why you will see, hold on, wait. So Earl, then you'll go into the stream and then he'll tell you the exact opposite of what the title say because the exact opposite of the stream is the truth. But what most people are going to see and most people are going to look at is going to be that damn title. You know what I mean? It's a media push. It's a media push. You know what I mean? To cover up the tracks of Bud Crawford. He said Crawford got seated for his spins A-side in his previous fights, but now he wants B-side. He want to act down to the numbers. Crawford is ducking. Asante, Bud Crawford had already told us, right? And again, Asante, I got 314 sitting up there. What y'all think 314 mean? But yeah, Asante. So Bud had already told us, like, just hear me out, y'all. Bud has already told us, man, I don't really want this fight. I don't need this fight. I don't got to go to the Hall of Fame. I don't. It's the fans. It's us. It's me. It's you. It's us who putting this pressure on Bud right now. We got to start listening to Bud when he talk. Are we listening to Bud or are we just hearing Bud? I'm telling y'all, this is not a man. This is baby. This is not a man, right? This is not a man. Baby. Hold on. My dog outside. goddamn man. Yeah, my bad, y'all. But yeah, now listen to what Bud is saying, and then we're all in the midst of all this shit going on, right? In the midst of everything that's going on right now, you got contract this, contract that, right? You got everybody speaking on this, speaking on that, right? You got everybody giving their opinion on why the fight ain't gonna happen and this and that, right? And then Terrence Crawford come out and he put out a tweet. He make a checklist. He check off everything except for the Hall of Fame box. Now that man has told us. Now I'm about to tell y'all what that 314 mean. I'm about to tell y'all what that 314 mean right now. What's good, Nitty G? K Savoy. Appreciate you. Now I'm about to tell y'all what that 314 mean, right? So Bud Crawford has repeatedly told us, I'm going to the Hall of Fame. I'm going to the Hall of Fame. I'm going to the Hall of Fame. I don't have to fight Earl. I don't need Earl. You know what I mean? Even when Sean Porter asked him, he said, do you feel like that this fight with Earl Spence is a fight that you must have? What did Terrence Crawford say? Nah, I don't. It's not a must have. I'm going to the Hall of Fame anyway. It's a fight that I know the people want, but I don't need him, you know, for my legacy. But Bud has told us. Bud has told us that he don't need EJ. Bud has told us that he doesn't have to fight EJ. Bud has told us that he's already Hall of Fame. In the midst of all this going on, all this contract talk, the fight, them saying the fight was agreed to, them saying the fight not agreed to. With all this that's going on, what did Bud come out here and say in the midst of all this that's going on? Don't tell, right? Hey, Luera, yeah, yes, that's what 314 means. It's been 314 days since Bud Crawford's last fight. Now let me open up another bag of runs for y'all real quick, right? It's been 314 days since Bud fought. That's all. My bad. Them folks keep me out. But yeah, look, what I'm saying is, I don't think that we listening to Bud Crawford. I'm listening to Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? People, fans, the thing people say about fans is, you know, fans want what they want. They one track minded. And it is true because I'm guilty of this also. But when I say this, people think that I'm trying to rag on Bud when I'm not trying to rag on Bud. But I'm not trying to rag on Bud. I'm really listening to what Bud Crawford is saying. Bud Crawford has continuously told me. Bud Crawford has continuously told me that, you know, he's in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? That he don't really, you know, want to fight her. He don't really want or have to fight Errol Spence. So who are we to make this man get in there and have to fight Earl Spence? But what you're not going to tell me is that it's Earl Spence's fault. What you're not going to tell me is that it's Earl Spence's fault, right, that this fight isn't happening. When Bud Crawford's demeanor, move. When Bud Crawford's demeanor, come on. When Bud Crawford's demeanor for this whole fight has been, when Bud Crawford's demeanor for this whole fight has been that I don't need this fight. I'm already in the Hall of Fame. In the midst of all this nonsense going on, in the midst of all this confusion going on, in the midst of all this bullshit going on, Bud Crawford came out and he basically told you again what I had been saying. You know what I mean? He basically told you again what I had been saying. I gave Bud Crawford, an honorary Hall of Fame ceremony because I can hear what Bud is saying. I can hear what he's talking about. I gave him an honorary Hall of Fame ceremony, and people thought that, it was a joke, right? People thought it was a joke. This man is retired. 314. Nitty G said, at this point, I don't care anymore. How do you say agree everything a week later? Now it's something you don't like, but you agree to everything, right? Come on. Make it make sense, right? You agree. Did you agree to it? Or is it lingering problems? You know what I mean? Is it a lingering thing or did you agree to it? But 314, right? So let me just give y'all some numbers real quick. I'm going to get up out of here. I ain't going to keep y'all too long. Let me give y'all some numbers real quick, right? It's 365 days in a year. It's been 314 days since Bud Crawford last had a fight. It takes 6 years to get into the Hall of Fame. It takes 6 years to get into the Hall of Fame. There's 365 days in a year. The last year, ever since Sean Porter's fight, all we heard was Bud Crawford talk about retirement. All we heard was Bud Crawford talk about is he's in the Hall of Fame. All we heard Bud Crawford talk about is I don't really need this fight. You know what I mean? Right? It's been 314 days. It's 365 days in the year. It takes 6 years for a fighter after his last fight to be admitted into the Hall of Fame. Bud Crawford has already molded his hand for the Hall of Fame. Bud Crawford went to the Hall of Fame induction this year, right? And got his hand molded for the Hall of Fame. It's been 314 days since his last fight. That meant he could have had a fight in between it. This is where I'm finna fuck y'all up. He could have had a fight in between now since then, right? It's almost been a full year. He hadn't fought anybody. Y'all don't think that's kind of funny? He hadn't fought anybody? Y'all don't think that's kind of funny? He hadn't fought nobody? Not just Bud. Not just Earl. He hadn't fought nobody. Earl fought Jordanis Ugas within the mix, and now he been waiting for a while. Bud been waiting 314 days. Earl ain't had a fight since Ugas because he had been waiting. He had been waiting on Earl. Quee, my thing is, right, if you not retired, Quee, if you an active fighter, right, Quee, you don't sit out the ring for a whole year, a full year. Now, some fighters may have one fight and then they'll schedule a fight. Some fighters may have one fight a year, but active fighters don't sit out the ring a full year. Bud doesn't have a fight schedule. We don't even know who Bud is about to fight. You know what I mean? Type deal. So my thing is, this guy seems like he kind of retired to me, yo. He seems like he got his mind set on going to the Hall of Fame. As fans, we want this fight, right? But this dude, I believe, is retired. And I believe the media, matter of fact, I know the media right now is in a mass plot to throw this shit back on Earl Spence in the PBC side. Some of your favorite YouTubers, when you see those misleading headlines, when you see those misleading headlines and you like, huh? And then you click it, and when you click it, your favorite YouTuber is telling you, oh no, the exact opposite of what the headlines say. No, I'm not saying that. I just, put that in there because, I'm asking the question. When you see, it's what they see to the eye. If you put in the title, Earl Spence is ducking Bud Crawford, right? And then you never click the video, all you go see is Earl Spence ducking Bud Crawford. You ain't gonna see that says so-and-so, so-and-so, unless you click the video. The propaganda is being put out here. Now, some people are slick with it. Some people are all the way over the top with it. But I'm telling you, if you click on the title and you confused, and then you go in there, and that guy is saying the exact opposite of what's in the title, when it comes to this Buzz situation, if it's the guy that you have been listening to for the longest, and his tone seems to be changing as of late, right? Look for this. When people don't pick a side, when people don't pick a side, when people don't pick a side, right? You know what? I ain't gonna get into too much of that. I ain't gonna get into too much of that, but I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. I'm gonna let y'all figure it out yourself. Or you know what I mean? But just pay attention though. Just pay attention. Like you got everybody saying, you got the media, right? Saying Earl this, Earl that, Earl this, Earl that, Earl this, Earl that, right? Right. But then if you actually listen to Bud, not the media. Don't listen to Bud. I mean, don't listen to the media. Listen to Bud. Listen to Bud. Bud has told you, bro, he's retired. Bud has told you, I don't gotta fight him. You know what I mean? Bud told you that I don't need that to make the Hall of Fame. Bud just put out a list. Champ, double champ, 3 division champ, undisputed, number 1, Hall of Fame, the only box he got left unchecked. Bud, mine, is in the Hall of Fame. A fighter who hasn't had a fight in a year, no active fighter waits a full year without a fight. A fighter may fight once a year, but you know who he about to fight before the year is up. You know what he about to do. We have no clue what Bud is about to do. Nowhere. It's a few people we have no clue what they're about to do either. Josh Taylor, Tyson Fury, Bud Crawford. Y'all know some pattern? But anyway, I digress. It's been 314 days since Bud Crawford last had a fight. 314 days. It's 365 days in a year. It takes 6 years for you to be eligible for the Hall of Fame. Bud Crawford already had his hand casket this year, and he ain't had a fight, a tie defense, a voluntary. He ain't had nothing in 314 days. Nothing. The people want this fight. Right. To make you all right. As if the fight can't happen. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like he ain't had a fight this year. Facts, bro. Tay this year. And you know they listening to us. Because who said that, Tay? I said that. This is the end of Bud's career. Earl Spence is going to go on down the line to do things, to do more things, to have more fights. Earl Spence is going to be able to put distance in between this. Bud Crawford is going to be the one that's remembered for ducking Earl Spence. Earl Spence going to give us more memories. Just like I was saying, Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe. And Bud, you're not even as popular as Riddick Bowe. You can't hold Riddick Bowe jockstrap. And all Riddick Bowe is remember now is for ducking Lennox Lewis. But at the time, everybody was saying Lennox was ducking. But Lennox had more time to put images in our head. He beat some of those guys that Bowe beat better than Bowe. You know what I mean? He became champ. He beat Mike Tyson. And now most people would tell you Lennox Lewis better than Bowe. You know what I mean? The narrative is trying to be painted right now. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, this dude has already retired. He already retired. He's not fighting Earl Spence. He was never going to fight Earl Spence. Y'all, he was never going to fight Earl Spence, yo. Look at this shit. Manny Pacquiao. What did he do with Manny Pacquiao? What did Bud do with Manny Pacquiao, yo? He built us up for this fight. He built us up. He built us up. He built us up. He built us up. He built, yeah. And then, the money not there. I need to see approved funds. I need to see approved funds. I need to see approved funds. I need to see proof of funds. Guess what? Guess what the problem right now is, y'all? If y'all listen to Mike Coppinger, if you go listen to Mike Coppinger right now, guess what he telling you? What's good, PGH, Teddy, Josh Sanders? Guess what he telling you that the problem is? From Mike Cop report, right? So that's what everybody listening to, right? Mike Cop was the one that told y'all Bud agreed to all terms and then came back next week and said that, the fight ain't been signed because of lingering terms. So did he agree to all terms or the fight ain't been signed because of lingering terms? Lingering mean, the same. It been the issue. Lingering, still there. It been the issue. So how did he sign this week and then he didn't sign because of lingering terms this week? You go listen to Mike Coppinger, right? That's what we listening to. That's the guy that's reporting all this shit, right? So he told you. That Bud agreed, and then he said, Bud didn't agree. So how do you agree to all the terms? And then next week, this is the same guy, right? Mike Cobbs is the same guy that told you Tyson Fury was going to fight Anthony Joshua when Tyson Fury had to fight Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? This the same guy. It's the same Mike Coppinger. What's good, Big Tex? Appreciate you sliding through. We in this thing having a... I'm just, I'm telling y'all, I know my page, ain't as big, ain't as huge, but I just want y'all to think for yourself for a second. I push it out here for y'all to think for yourself. You know what I mean? It's been 314 days since his last fight. What active fighter waits 314 days before they fight? A fighter not having no legal issues. He ain't got no legal issues. He ain't got no promotion issues. He ain't got no issues at all nowhere. Or do he got a Daniel Callahan issue? But anyway, he ain't got no issues nowhere. But you ain't had a fight in 314 days? You already got your hand casket. You already got your hand casket, right? You keep telling me that you don't have to fight Earl for your legacy. You keep telling me that you Hall of Fame already. I hear you, bud. I hear you, but it's the people who paint this narrative, and it's you trying to paint this narrative. You'll be remembered for ducking buck. Nah, he won't be remembered for that. He'll be remembered for the shit he about to do after you retire, because you're about to retire. This is the setting stone for you. Bud Crawford already got in his head, right, that he walking off with that Sean Porter knockout. That man is walking away with that Sean Porter knockout. I'm telling you. The thing was, this time, now I'm going to get back on track. Proof of funds, right? With Manny Pacquiao, it came down to that proof of funds. Now, listen to what he said. If we listen to Mike Coppinger, right? Now, because that is who we listening to. Mike Coppinger, right? Mike Coppinger said in the report that Bud agreed to it, but Bud want to see all the approved funds. He want to see where the money is. He want to see where the money coming from. My thing is, since when did Bud become a fucking accountant or a lawyer? It was the same thing with Manny Pacquiao. Well, I want to see where the funds coming from. I don't believe the funds, right? I don't believe the funds. Since when you think, these big boxing organizations, these big sanctioning bodies are not going to pay you? With Manny Pacquiao, I need to see proof of funds. With Earl, I need to see where the money got approved at. I need to see where it's coming from. You get what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. That's what Mike Copp saying. Right now, right, when you get past all that bullshit, when you get past all that technical shit Mike Copp be trying to say, the reason Mike Copp talk the way he do, he try to run you in the bush. He not transparent as all. Just like Team Bud, there's no transparency there. The reason he use all those words and try, what's good, Tay-Tay, and try to run you around in that bush, he try to throw you through a loop, is to confuse you. But let me tell you what he really said when he said that shit. All he said was, Bud want to see where the funds coming from. You know what I mean? Bud want to see the approved funds. Basically what he's saying is Bud don't believe that the money is there. What did Bo Mack say about Manny Pacquiao? What did Bo Mack say about Manny Pacquiao? He said that, the money wasn't there on time. I didn't know if the money was there. I didn't know if the funds was approved. What are they doing right now? Mike Cop just told you, Bud want to see where the money comes from. Bud has already accepted 35% in this, and he just want to see, where the money coming from, and that's fair. You know what I mean? But in a different way, and this time it wasn't Bomac. This time it wasn't Bomac that said the money wasn't there. Now it's Mike Cop reporting that, oh, well, they want to see the approved money. They not saying the money not there, right? Because that's too much like the last time. What they saying is, oh, I want to see the approved money. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. 18 people in the building, 21 likes. Need everybody in here that ain't smashed the like button, leave out. Smash that thumbs up. Roll back in. Feel free to drop a comment. We're in here having this boxing conversation. You know what I mean? Teddy, that's an excuse. They know most people won't argue. Right. But you know how it's always a money issue? It's always where the money coming from. It's always approved funds when it's a big fight. So you mean to tell me you get to your biggest bag? I've been hustling nickels and dimes my whole life. You mean to tell me I'm going to wait until I get to motherfucking Young Dolph and then I'm going to question the plug? I'm going to wait until I get my biggest bag and then I'm going to question the plug? I'm going to say, oh, I don't think your dope real, Young Dolph. I've been getting served from motherfucking Leroy over here up the block for 4 years. I finally stumbled upon Young Dolph at the fucking McDonald's after a club one day. I'm in this bitch looking icy. He looking icy. Young Dolph come to me with a proposition. I'm gonna tell Dolph, nah, bro. I need to see where you getting your bag. I'm gonna wait until I get to the biggest stage of my life, and then I'm gonna question the biggest bag of my life. That's what we doing. I'm gonna believe all them other bags. I'm gonna believe all these other small time, right? I'm gonna believe all these other little luck or duck ass fights, right? I'm gonna believe all these other money here for these little Rudy Poo ass fights, right? But when it gets to Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence, now I gotta see it with my own eyes. I gotta see it with my own eyes and shit. And now when they get to Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence, I gotta see the money to make sure it's there. And all that good shit. 20 people in the building, y'all smash that like button for your boy. If you ain't smashed that like button, I gotta go give me some roll-ups so I can roll up. You know what I mean? Cause I ain't got high yet. You know what I mean? But I just want to put this on y'all head for a minute. The 314 in this EP is how many days it's been since the last time Bud Crawford has fought. 365 days in the year, 314 days since Bud last fought. It takes 6 years for you to get into the Hall of Fame. My thing is any active fighter without legal issues, without promotional issues, would have already had a fight or already had a fight scheduled within 314 days. So y'all mean to tell me that Bud Crawford is about to wait over a year before he get in the ring again? He wasn't in no car wreck. He ain't had no promotional issues. Why he waiting so long before he fight again? Why he ain't had nobody in between Earl Spence fight? Don't you want to be ready for Earl Spence if y'all is to fight? You know what I mean? Don't you want to be ready for him? Or are you retired? You know what I mean? Or are you retired? Do you even plan on fighting again? Right? Is Earl being difficult in negotiations? Is Bud being difficult in negotiations? What's really going on here? You know what I mean? Is one fighter really retired and the other fighter trying to get a fight with him and he don't really want to fight this guy? Well, I believe that Bud Crawford is retired, which is why Bud Crawford keep telling us, check, Hall of Fame, ? Drops mic. What does drop mics mean? He said Hall of Fame, drop mic. That means he's done. This fight is not happening. Stop coming in here telling me Bud go beat up Earl. I don't want to hear that bullshit. You know that fight ain't happening. You know it's not happening either. Stop coming here talking to me about that shit. Don't want to hear it. It's not going to happen. Just like I told you. He don't want to fight him. After that September 29th date, after that September 29th date, I caught on to it. I said, oh, y'all finna keep giving us this badass information. Y'all finna keep having us tell our people this bullshit ass fight happening. Y'all know because the media, the people we get this information from, are in the media. The media works on Bud Crawford's side. So they telling us in Southern Island intelligence, yeah, it's going to happen this date. Yeah, just tell the people it's going to happen this date. Keeping you excited about some shit that's never going to happen. I've been telling you since the September 29th debacle, since they fucked me over and I realized that I ain't gonna let you keep lying to me, right? Since then, I've been telling you, bro, these guys not fighting. I see the play. I see the play. This fight is not gonna happen. Bud probably won't ever fight again. Bud probably won't ever fight again. The man is retired. That man is not gonna, he constantly telling you this. But y'all not listening because we want to see this fight so bad. Guys like me want to see this fight so bad. Fans, us, we want to see this fight so bad that we not really listening to dude. That man has retired on us, bro. Bud has retired. Don't listen to the media. Oh, Bud just want to be treated fairly. If we listening to Mike Coppinger, all Mike Coppinger said was he took you the long way around the bush. All Mike Copp said was, Bud want to see if the money is there. Bud want to see the approved funds. He want to see where the money is coming from. Since when does a fighter get to see where the fuck the money is coming from before a fight? It don't happen like that. You get a guarantee and then you get a back end. Your guarantee is what you see. And they really want us to believe. Mike Coppinger even went as far as to say this. Mike Coppinger even went as far as to say this. This nigga even went as far as to say this. I believe that Terrence Crawford, I believe it's fair that Terrence Crawford just wants to see, the funds. I believe that's fair for any fighter. No fighter, right? This is not your promotional company, Terrence. How can you say the funds not there because you can't see them when you not putting this fight on? So PBC, they make Canelo fights, they make Wilder fights, they make Errol Spence fights, they make Tank Davis fights, but all of a sudden, they not going to have the money for you. You can't sign a contract because you believe that the money not going to be there, just like you did with Manny Pacquiao. You really want us to believe that the money's not going to be there for the biggest fights of your life. You really want us to believe that the money not going to be there for Pacquiao and Bud, the money not going to be there for Errol Spence and Bud, but the money was there for Sean Porter and Bud. The money was there for Kell Brook and Bud. The money was there for motherfucking Bud and Gamboa. But the money for Manny Pacquiao not gonna be there. The money for Errol Spence not gonna be there. Every time you got a huge fight, every time you got a big fight, it's always the same excuse. I need to see approved funds. Now, Bo Max said back in the day, right? Oh, the money didn't come quick enough. What Mike Coppinger just said was, oh, they want to see approved funds. It's the same excuse. It's the same excuse. It's the same excuse. You know what I mean? But I ain't going to keep y'all here too long. I know y'all got shit to do this morning. I appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing. Skinny the Hardaway, Southern T. This ain't the past. Unless y'all just want to kick it, unless y'all want to come up, talk some shit. But I'm going to end this thing at 48 minutes. I'm doing it on purpose now. I ain't doing hour-long streams no more. If I'm going to do a short one, it's going to be real short. Or that bitch going to be 48 minutes. Because I'm from the home of the first 48. And that's what I'm doing right now. So at this point, if y'all want to come up and holler, we come up and holler. If y'all want to, go on scary off to, what y'all doing the rest of y'all day, we go do that. But I'm ending this thing at 48 minutes because I need to go get some cigar wrap so I can roll up. I ain't got hair yet, but I ain't want to stop the stream and leave and shit and break it up because I was cooking. But yeah, 314 days since Bud Crawford last fight. 365 days in a year, 6 years until you get into the Hall of Fame. Bud Crawford had been telling us the whole time, I don't got to fight Errol Spence. I don't need him for the Hall of Fame. I'm already in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? He had been saying that for the longest. So if he don't fight Errol Spence, I wouldn't be surprised because he already told us he don't need Errol Spence. He don't have to fight Errol Spence. He already in the Hall of Fame. And then he come out, he make this tweet and say, well, unified champion, check. Unified, check. 3 division, check. Number 1 pound, check. You know what I mean? He Hall of Fame, question mark. Need I say more? Mic drop. Mic drop mean it's over. Mic drop mean you done. I mean, that's the last thing you got to say. Johnny Q got a question before we leave. Let me ask you this, though, T. I was young during the Pac-Man Floyd saga. People back then said the fight seemed like it wasn't going to happen. And this situation is similar in any way. Floyd and Manny Pacquiao situation was over a drug test. That was the big thing. This situation, they saying that it's over money. You know what I mean? That jump was over a drug test type deal. I just believe back then, right? And I love Pacquiao. I believe Pacquiao just had to let that shit get out of his system so that Olympic style drug testing wouldn't catch him. Do what I think. You know, it's gonna take a couple years. I think he ain't want to have no traces left of that shit. That's what I think. But I'm gonna get up out of here, Skinny Highway 7T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love.